Hey y'all doing? It's Imu Kim here to bring you a channel update of what I want to do next for my YouTube channel for New Year's. But before I even go there, I really want to give you a special thanks to all the supporters and subs. I mean, wow, I didn't think I would really make it this far throughout 2015 and 2014. And maybe I should have made a New Year's update on 2014 before, but you know, stuff happens and a lot to discuss. But anyway, I just want to say a really big thanks to Anime Hero for helping me support the Mangamation series, and especially including Cool Taff, and King of Kilps. They've been advising me, the flaws of what's going on with Mangamation, including the subs, or in other words, viewers, because I really like the comments on the project, because it really just points out, hey, this is great. But there's a lot of changes, and there's a lot of things that need to be fixed. The dialogue, the the spelling, goodness gracious. That also, and then just getting to know about newer people that have similar interests like I do, because I'm really into the anime stuff and been knowing it's just got started with it back in 2010. So I thought man, am I the only one that only knows this type of stuff? And then I started to meet up like Anime Hero, Cool Taff, King of Kills, Mr. Falcon Punch, Milan Guy 1996, JoJo Addict, and so on and so on. And I also really appreciate these guys for adding me to a group chat in the Manly podcast. Just getting to know more about each other, about just throughout the throwing out ideas, just the things that can come back from anime, the return of it, and just getting to let people know about this type of stuff, because a lot of these have a lot of great content, and a lot of it has great, a lot of animes have special things that a lot of animes don't have, and I just think it's great that we have something like this that exists, for the Manly podcast, or you can say what Milan Guy likes to call it, the Manly Click. But yeah, in other words, I'm just very happy, because it's great to to find people like this and just start bringing out great videos and find something that's relatable. But in other words, well, not other words, but anyway, I also want to talk about some certain things about the plans that I want to do. Well, not really the plans, but what I want to do next for my channel. I really want to stay focused on just animation and what I really want to work with the animation, rather than just making either parodies or, well, not parodies, but just pointless videos that I do that shouldn't really be discussed, since many people are already doing it either way. And I kind of realized hey, I think I should just really stay focused on what I'm best at, and that's just animation and just mangamation, and including discussion videos, because I really do like making the discussion videos, and I looked at most of my past content, and my video for J-Star's Worst Kenshiro and Rao, that had that gave me a lot of views for that, just kind of discussing my honest opinions of what they could, for whatever it is, either a show or a project. I wouldn't want to make much of a rant, but I also really liked how I got some type of content for debating and arguing. Crossover debating is pointless, and I'm glad that at least some people are getting that, and kind of not agreeing with the points, but also seeing what what they express by, and see what they think, because I think not many people really think about this stuff, and just want to get that view money. I know I have no interest in view money, and I'm glad I don't, because I'm doing this stuff for fun, not just for fun, but just doing this as not exactly as a hobby, but eventually I want to do this as a career, because being an animator is what I really want to be, and also being informative on things that on some knowledge, on some shows that either shows or fanfics, whatever it is, not to just make a point, but just to make people to let people just know hey, your imagination is unlimited, so you can do much as what you can do, then rather than following these channels like Death Battle or yada yada yada. It's be free and use your imagination. You shouldn't have to let fans control what you want to do with your work. And that's why I have Mangamation here, because Mangamation is here for anime, and just seeing your favorite characters, not just duke it out, but just actually have a moral story of what exactly is going on. But besides Mangamation, but like I said before, animation is the one thing I really want to do. So at the moment, I'm very happy that I got to thank my dad. He helped me get this drawing tablet, So I'm very happy to get this. So now it's a lot easier to work with now. So I can just I've already been working on a lot of designs for my characters, and I was also going to work on Milan Guy's not Killer Fighter, but a project called Bloodshed. And I'm just kind of right now I'm taking notes of what I want to add into the scenery right now. So I'm just kind of just thinking of some ideas and might put in sketches and just draw out what I want to put out, to advertise his work, because I'm really impressed with Milan Guy's work, and I'm just like wow, I'm really jealous of how he designed his characters. They look dead on like Tetsuo Hara's, because the face designs, the muscles, and I was like, wow, dude, he he made my work look like it was just a cartoon, like not like an American cartoon, but so that's one thing I want to do with his work. I really also want to work with experimental projects, and me by experimental projects is like basically just working with some animations that are just to show off, not to really just show up, but just to kind of see where I'm going with it, and just kind of like I said, experimenting with some animation. Like I'm working with Muscle Knight, and that's a project that I talked to Milan Guy like a while ago. Like I think it was a few 3 or 4 months ago. I think. I don't know how long it's been, but I was really impressed with his voice acting, and I was his dubbing, and I was just talking him into hey, you want to do a project called Muscle Knight, because I wanted him to see if he can do some voice casting for some villains or some some side characters if you want to, because I'm also including some other voice actors if they want to join in. Because at the moment I'm working on the designs right now. Not sure if it's going to be really an actual series. I think it's just going to be a short, a little mini series. Because I just said it's experimental. So that's one thing I'm going to be working on, and then the other is going to be I was thinking about this for this year, because I was like, you know what, it's going to be relatable to mangamation or mangamation, whatever you grammar Nazis want to call it. But excuse me, I'm going to be trying to work on a Congo Bancho animation, flash animation, just in full color. Not re-render, but redesign it with Illustrator and get it fully animated with some really cool effects. It's gonna be kind of like mangamation, but it's gonna be put a lot more work into it and make it feel like an anime, and try to make it like an anime, but just make it just mainly animation, flash animation, because that's what I want to do for the Congo Bancho. So I don't know when I'm gonna be doing that. So that's why I'm saying I want to work with some experimental animations first before I do anything special. But that's mainly what I want to do for this 2016. And then also, that would also include the Manly Podcast animation, which I was working on. I'm already designing the characters or the mascots for the channels for the Manly Podcast. I go, basically, like Cool Taff or, Jojo Dict, Hero, Milan Guy, etc. And of course myself. So every person in the conversation that we had in the discussion is going to have their own animated, appearance. So it's going to be really interesting, and things are a lot easier to work with since I've been taking the classes I needed from last year during my semester of college, because I mentioned it before. So far I completed, have a lot of experience with Photoshop and Illustrator now, so now I'm going to be working with that. So things should be quicker, and things should be stayed in progress as I continue on with my channel. So yeah, that's pretty much it for now.